vibes, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. As you can see, this setup is different because girl, you guys have been requesting this video since I started YouTube, and I just am like, okay, let me deep dive into it and see what we can do. So this is the beloved makeup video that you guys have all been waiting for. Yeah, never thought I'd be here, but here I am. So I'm excited to share a makeup look with you guys that I actually posted up on my Instagram, and I'll plop it over here so you guys can see. I had a couple makeup ideas in mind, but I think I'm gonna start off with this one because it's a little more, in my opinion, it's a little easier. You guys let me know down in the comments below if it was like easy or not, if you decide to recreate this look. So let's get straight into it. I have all my products laid out here. I have my mirror and the cameras here, so you're gonna see me like bounce back and forth. This is my first time with this setup, so bear with me, have patience with me. I will get better at this. So yeah, I first want to say that I definitely am not a makeup artist. It's just funny because all my videos I'm like, I have these crazy disclaimers of what I am and am not. So, but here I am doing it. So today I am one of the makeup girlies and I'm excited. So I am going to just start off with base as usual. I might end up putting my hair up so that it doesn't get in the way of everything, but for now it's fine. So we are going to start with, so I moisturized my face already, but I haven't put on sunscreen, and like, girl, sunscreen is the thing that you always need to wear, even in your house. So I want to show you guys this sunscreen. This is the Black Girl sunscreen with 30 SPF. Wow, it's okay. I was like, you're gonna zoom, focus, or what? So this is the sunscreen that I like to wear and put on my face. So we're gonna start with that. I put like the smallest drop, like it's literally a dime size, because it's very potent, and I just put it all over my skin. And trust me, like, your skin is gonna thank you later, girl, because you need sunscreen. The sun is harsh. We don't want premature wrinkles, we don't want dark spots, we don't want any of that stuff. So always wear your sunscreen. And this Black Girl sunscreen you can get at, I think, local stores, Target, Walmart, wherever. You can also order it on Amazon, my favorite place. So after the sunscreen, I am going to go, I do things, I feel like I do things in like not the right order. I don't even know what the right order is, let's be real. Like, again, I don't use like the proper names for all the things and the brushes and the blah, 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 blah. I know it looks good. So I'm going to start today with brows, and you guys are going to judge the heck out of me because I normally use Benefit brow pencil. I just don't have it right now, and I ran out of it. So I have this like super cheapy, like dingy, like, what even is this pencil that I just got from Walgreens. I swear it's like $1, but it just gets the job done. Like, if you are in a hurry and need something, these $1, $2 pencils, and find a shade closest, it literally can work out. And let me show you. So this is, I probably need to sharpen this, so let me go do that. So with my brows, I have very like thick eyebrows, so for the most part I just like keep the shape of what they already are, and I kind of just use the pencil just as like an additive extra, like I just add like a little bit more color into the brows, filling them in more so than like creating this brow, because I have brows. The one thing I do is I always bring the tail down. I'm just doing a regular tutorial, so let me just make them more so decent. Like, yeah, this is gonna be a full face of makeup for sure. I mean, this is like what I normally do, so I will clean them up. I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. If this isn't like the OGs of OGs, like, what are people, I mean, is anybody still using this? I really don't know. Honestly, don't care, because I will literally use it for the rest of my life. I really like it. Like, my skin, so I have dry skin, At least I think it's dry. But over the past couple of years, I feel like my skin has gone into more of a like dry in certain places stage versus all over, and then even sometimes oily in certain places, but it just depends. Like, I'm someone who never used to use powder on the face, setting powders on the face or anything like that, and now I do. One thing that I just realized I forgot to do was, okay, listen, do not judge the beauty blender. It's old, it's all types of stuff right now, but it is clean. I washed it. It's just stained because I've used like the living mess out of it, and I have new ones. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but it's like breaking in shoes, right? It's like I'm just not ready to break in another beauty blender. Like, this one does what it needs to do. It flows well, and it's like it knows already because it's soft. This is all I'm gonna do as far as cleanup for now. We're gonna move on to the eyes. So, oh, I forgot to spray my face. I usually use the Badascu spray, setting spray. So next I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty palette for the eyes. We're going to move straight into it. These are just some really like pretty colors. Yeah, obviously I will put everything down below for you so that you guys can see what I am using exactly. Yeah, I don't have all the numbers, 224s, 227, 708, 801, 101, 303, 305, 281, 830, 8004. I don't have all the numbers down pat. But back to the shades. I just want to show you guys. I'm going to go in with mostly the browns and the pinks shades. Most likely I'm going to leave the coppers alone. Yeah. Sorry for the background noise. Like, this is just a mess, okay? It is a mess. I'm going to use this fluffy brush. I like the bristles at the end. It's going to pack on product really, really well. And I'm going to use one of the transitional shades. And I'm going to go light. Like, you want to definitely build up when you're doing eyeshadows. So I'm going to start with a light color and just like put it all over my eyelids to start. What I find with eyeshadows and why I think people struggle so much with doing eyeshadows is that, like, it's not that you can't use one shade or two shades. Like, I think that's fine. You can get away with doing an all over color, but when it comes to wanting to do more than that, I really just believe you have to pack on the shade, and you can't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid to slap that orange on there, girl. Like, I used to be that person who was like, man, this looks like a lot of color. Like, is this going to come out right? And you really just have to do it. And if you mess up, you can start over. Like, that just is what it is. But you're never going to know how to get it to the point that you want to get it to unless you just do it and try it. So next I'm going to go in. So the shade that I used for anybody who is using this palette is going to be Cinnabutta, and now I am using, what is this color? Bar Buns. I'll have it all down below. So again, you just need to, you're gonna pack on, but pack on lightly. I think we pack on too fast because we're impatient and you have to be patient. Blend for your life. Blend until you can't blend anymore. And yeah, you're gonna see me go in with all types of things. Like, my eyeshadow, when I'm really trying to do it and get it done, I use a lot, and I go back in and I blend until I can't blend anymore, pretty much. So I'm literally still blending with the same shade. So do you see what I mean by having patience with your eyeshadow and with yourself? Like, it takes a little bit of time. And, you know, I'm happy to show you guys, obviously, way, like, quicker ones, but I feel like a lot of people have been asking for these more detailed ones, so I just want to, you know, I would call this is like a middle range look. To me, this isn't going to be, like, super crazy or anything like that. I think it's achievable. I think it's beginner-ish friendly if you follow and really look at what I'm doing, so Again, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm a makeup artist because I'm not, and I don't want to disrespect the makeup girlies at all, but I'm just showing what I do. So once you kind of feel like you're getting the color to pop out, that's kind of when I like will move to the next shade or the next step. And my opinion, this is like, keep in mind, this is still just like the transitional shade for me. Like it's building up to something. So I'm gonna be using a lot of pink shades. I'm gonna mix these two pink shades right here. Basically all the pink shades you see, I'm going to mix them all together. And that's going to be like my pretty lid color. But this is like not enough for me. Like I need more dimension. So what I'm going to do is use like a darker, mauvier pink color in like the crease section to really bring it out. And I'm going to show you what that does actually. Like first I'm going to put on the lid color and then I'll put that other shade on just so you guys can see. So for the lid shade, I am going to use like, you need something a little bit more dense to pack in the color. I use something like this, but again, you could probably use something even more dense. Like again, I don't have the numbers and things like that. I don't even know what. Oh, this is a Wet n Wild brush. I just saw the name. But yeah, so we're gonna pack in those pink shades that I showed you guys earlier. I'm a visionary. I got the niggas scared. Bought a big paddock with a brand new wrist set. Inside a new Maybelline coupe in a butter jet. So you guys can see that the pink is coming to life and that this is the shade, the lighter shade that's under it. So yeah. Another trick that I like to do is I pack my eyeshadows like all the way inwards. But the thing about eyeshadow is that it really depends on the shape of your eye. And I guess that's probably why it's hard for people to get it the way that they want to get it. Okay, now this is the lighter pink shade. If you guys can see, it's different from the darker shade. And that's why I pack it on top to just make it pop like even more. This is a little bit different of an eye look than the one on my Instagram page, actually, because I actually don't think I mixed all the colors. But we're doing it today because that's what makeup is. You can do whatever you want. Now that I put on the lid shade, do you see how like the shade in the background just like no longer is dark enough? So that's what I mean by like we need to go in with a darker, pinkier shade to really make everything pop even more. And on camera, things are gonna look like way less. Like just looking at myself in the mirror, it looks great. But the thing is, like, you want it to look really good in the camera because if you're taking pictures or if you're out with friends and you want your makeup to really, really pop. Another thing that will pop out my eyes too is once I finish my entire face. So also keep that in mind as well. So I'm going to move in with a darker, pinkier shade. Let me see if I can find that. In this Jaclyn Hill palette, mine is extremely dirty. There's a lot of really bright shades in here. I'm thinking that I'm going to go for like maybe like a mix of these two. You guys are going to be like, girl, what is you doing? But like, please, like, trust me. So maybe I'll just go in with this because I was going to mix. Basically, I was going to mix them, right? Like this is too purple, but then there's brown. I feel like I could tone it down that way. So let's try it out. So first I'm going to go in with this color. It's not really pink. It's more so red. As you guys can see, it's turning red. Or I should say like burgundy really. But it's also doing what I was wanting it to do, which is like darkens. I really enjoy Morphe palettes because the shades, like, The pigmentation is insane. Like, everyone knows that. The pigmentation is just so good. But yeah, I'm really a Morphe girl. I kind of always have been a Morphe girl. So I actually might add some of the pinks from even in here because I really like them. So now do you see how, like, okay, the pinks and the reds and the browns and everything's kind of coming together? That's what I wanted. So now, right now, I was just like, let me test to see what this is gonna look like. But I put a little bit of a brown shade, a dark brown shade on top to make it even more, make the shades, like the background shade, really peel back even further. Like, you want depth. Like, I love when eyeshadow looks have depth. That's what makes you look at a person and be like, wow, like, her makeup looks really good. And it's because a lot of times, like, when the makeup looks good, to me, it's always way more than one color. A lot of times it's more than two shades that are used. Like, you're really trying to build it up. Take my advice or don't, that's fine. So like I said, I want more of a pinkier color. So I see these like pinkier shades here. I think I'm gonna try it out. This is giving me like euphoria. Again, I like to like drag it from the corners up. Drag it from the corners up. I still use like a corner shade, but I really like to drag it. Now you guys are like, this looks crazy. Where are we going with it? Don't worry. You always could just blend. Blend, blend, blend. Even when stuff is looking crazy, blending is how you make stuff not look crazy. So I'm pretty satisfied with just like this for now. I think I am going to put some other color underneath. I really want to be bold and put pink. But again, I don't want to scare you guys, so I might just go with that same, like what you do to the top, you normally would do to the bottom. We'll just use that brown or the red, sorry, the reddish shade. We'll just add that underneath the eyes. Right now, I'm satisfied with the beginning of it. Like, this is how makeup is. This is literally how I do my makeup. I'm like, it's always a stop and go. It's just all these different things. For foundation, I'm going to use this Maybelline Fit Me. This is like my go-to, my holy grail. I will never not have this. I will never not use it. It is one of my favorite foundations. I use it in the shade 330, girl, 330 Toffee, and it is just a true gem. This is the Dewy Smooth because, again, I told you guys that I have dry skin. And I also just really like a dewy look. And I also, because I use powder, I want my entire base to be dewy. So we're going to go in, girl, and just start to put this on. I think a good foundation application is definitely needed, and it's very much so necessary, but it's like not all that I use. Sorry if it's just showing up like I'm literally two different shades, but I promise you guys this is not, it's lies, fallacies. Foundation is on. Next we're gonna go in back with the Pro Concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer in, what shade is this? Pure Beige. And, you guys are probably going to judge the heck out of me. But, girl, listen. This is my video, not yours. And so, when I conceal, I put it all up. I put it all up in there. Like, I know I've seen so many different ways of how you're supposed to conceal. And blase, blase, blah. Beautiful. Love that. I think everyone has their way of doing things. And this is just mine. I have my wet beauty blender. Well, not wet, it's damp. And I do believe in a damp beauty blender. I don't think beauty blenders work well if they're not damp. And then I just go in and I tap, tap, tap for my life. So once you look like this, crazy, you can move on. Now, sometimes I'll add even more of a highlight if I'm going somewhere. So I'll use this Fenty Beauty. This is the Bright Eye Fix in the shade. This is Honey. So this girl is way too light for me. I actually need a shade darker than Honey. So I'm going to put like the smallest amount just on the outside of my cheeks, where I would put like highlighter or something like that. So in this case, I'm not going to use it all over my skin. So at this step, I check my eyes, right? I'm like, okay, I've got a foundation together. Let's see what it's looking like. I still really like the way my eyes are looking. I think that they're still popping. Yeah, I'm thinking that they're looking really, really cute. So I'm going to keep moving forward. So next I'm going to go in with this bronzer palette. This is also by Fenty Beauty. This is the new palette. The other eyeshadow palette's not necessarily new, but this is the Sunstalkr palette. It is gorgeous. Look at the shades. Like, this is literally made for anyone, and I would suggest everyone to have it. I kill this shade. I have this shade by itself that's tapered. Okay, again, don't know the name, but if you guys know, go ahead and put it down below. But a brush just like this, because it plops perfectly into the perimeter of my skin. Actually, am gonna go in with this shade, which is Caramel Cutie. I'm gonna use the Caramel Cutie kit shade. Caramel Cutie. It's my shade, girl. I really like it. So, again, just making sure that you guys are able to see what I'm doing. And warming up this face, because right now there's a lot of concealer on. I just like how these bronzers really go on very, very smooth, and honestly, like, you don't even need that much of it. I am going to go in. I'm going to go in with the darker shade at the far end, just to give it some pizzazz. Like, just to make it darker. I want to look like the sun slapped me in my face, pretty much. I really just like a good cheekbone, if I'm being honest. I feel like a cheekbone just gives. Putting powder under my eyes is a very new thing for me. I haven't been doing this forever. Another OG, I'm going with the Sacha Buttercup. It's the Sacha Buttercup powder in this pretty yellow color. And one thing you're gonna see about me is that I don't bake. I don't believe in it. So just so you guys know, I would have done this step right before my bronzer. I just forgot to do it, and I don't want to not. I really like the way powder just sets in everything, and I also only use the powder under my eyes and nowhere else, because I'm not that bold to put it all on my skin just yet. There's just such a difference once you literally put powder on. It's just a game changer. So powder is on. I'm gonna put some of the bronzer on my nose, for obvious reasons. My nose is big, so I like to hide the fact that it's big. So when I put bronzer, I'm going with the same Caramel Cutie color that I really like, and I drag my bronzer like literally into my eyebrow, and then I bring it down. And yeah. And then I like to create like the skinny nose shape, as if I just had like an actual nose job, but clearly I did not. But it's illusions, right? Like, makeup is just about creating the illusions of something, and that's why it's trickery. So that's like kind of all I'll do with my nose. Like, if I was going somewhere extremely crazy tonight, I'd probably honestly do more than that. But for now, I think this is fine. Okay, I want to go back in with the eyes and put an inner corner highlight. So I think for the inner corner highlight, I'm going to go back to the idea of using the two pinky shades. I feel like at first when I was using the pink shades, they weren't really giving what it was supposed to give, basically. I'm going to use this brush. Clearly, it's got like a really nice tip, and that's what I'm going to use to do the inner corner highlight. And I'm just going to take one of those pink shades. You could take one of the pink shades, you could take both of the pink shades. It's up to just however you're feeling. They would both work, but I am taking the lightest one and putting it like all in the corners of my eyes. Like, I want people to see every which way that I turn that there is stuff in the corner of my eyes. Wow, so the base of our face is looking really good, looking really cute. I'm gonna actually add some blush. My blush, 1 second. I honestly realized that you guys are probably gonna laugh at like all my products, because I feel like I just use like easy drugstore products, but I really like drugstore products. It is what it is. So this is the e.l.f. palette, the blush palette, really cute. It's got all these different pinky shades. This one is my favorite. I'm surprised I haven't hit pan on it. So I am actually going to mix. I'm gonna mix these two, this one and this one. I feel like this one and this is a little much right now, so let's do it. And a lot of y'all probably know that blush gets crazy real fast, like that. But I'm gonna show you a trick to how you can tone it down. I always take my foundation brush and I help just spread the products around my cheek, and it's always just fine after that. I really like blush. I think it's just really cutesy, and I have highlighter shades, but I have this crazy one that I really like by Fenty. I think this is the WattaBrat shade. It's pinky, and I think I'm gonna use it. I think I'm gonna use just a little bit though, not a lot. Like, literally, oh, you guys probably can't even see that. I just want to like dab just some sprinkles of it on. I don't want to use too much because I just felt like this was giving very much so Euphoria. I also could have used this shade as the inner corner shade, which I might just add some. Why not? Cute. Okay, so we are, yeah, I really enjoy my eyes right now. I am going to just use this brown pencil to put a little bit of liner on both eyes, and I'm also gonna line my lips with it since I'm already doing this step anyways. So normally I could use like black liner, and black liner is real cute. But I'm just wanting to show you guys just like a little bit of a simple tutorial. This is kind of like really to show you all the eyeshadows, of course, but you're obviously welcome to take whatever advice whatever resonated with you today. I'll wait to line the lips because I'll show you guys what I plan to use. I'm gonna put mascara on my eyes. I would do lashes, or maybe I would do lashes. I'll do lashes next time. I'm gonna just do regular liner or mascara. I've actually been really liking the look of just plain mascara. I don't know. I will say that lashes definitely bring out the eyes more. I need to pick this up and get closer. It's crazy because I feel like I haven't really been into bottom liner like that. But I am going to just use like brown liner to go underneath. Not me getting outside of the... completely gone out of the frame. I've really been into like browns over blacks. So if you wanted to do lashes with this look, please feel free. I normally would do lashes. I think just for the sake of this first video, I'm gonna skip it. But yeah, let me show you guys what lips I would do. So again, brown liner. And I've been loving this Fenty Beauty Stunna lip paint in Unbutton. And it's going to look crazy at first, but I'm going to make it not look crazy with the brown liner. And then we're going to do the Fenty Beauty Fussy. This is like, every person needs this. Don't judge how I line my lips. I'm going to actually line them with some of the brown on the inside, and that's just because like the color I just showed you, Unbutton, on its own it's crazy, and I would never wear it by itself. It needs something. And just like with everything else, I'm not afraid of the liner at all. You guys are gonna, oh my god, you guys are so gonna judge me. Look how crazy this looks. I look crazy. But anyways, back with the Stunna lip paint, and I just put it all over. This is why I put, you see how crazy this looks? Yeah, that's why you need a lot of brown. And then I just pat the color in. Like, didn't it just look so crazy? But then once it's like on, it's so good. Like, it's so pretty. It's like my favorite. It's just been my go-to lip combo. So you guys are probably gonna see me do this lip combo all the time. And then going in with the fussy lip color on top, because like you have to put gloss. Gloss makes everything. Glosses are that girl. They're the elite lip product. And there it is. Do you see how we just transformed, girl? We look so cute. And yes, what else do I need? So then from there, I would like fluff out my hair. I would probably like straighten my hair. Right now it's kind of wavy, which is cute, but I'd rather straighten it out a little bit. But yeah, I didn't put highlighter on my nose. I could do that for you guys real fast. Outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. So here's the final look. Move aside, all the niggas brown. So I hope that you guys were able to enjoy this video. I hope that you guys learned a little bit from me. Again, no expert whatsoever, but if you really liked this video, I'm happy to do more. I could do all types of different styles. Just let me know what you want to see below. Yes, if I'm a makeup girl, I ain't mad at it, okay? So please like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Share it with anyone who might need a little boost or help on how to do their makeup, right? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of those fancy things for me to help me out as I am stepping into a new box here, okay? This is very new for me. And I was nervous and I was scared and I didn't want to do it, but I did it, and I'm proud of myself for doing it and stepping out there, and there will be more. I loved it. I loved making this video for you guys. So thank you for pushing me to do it. I really appreciate you guys for helping me out. And until my next vibe video, I will catch you guys next time. Bye.